Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought that we would dive into some of Emily Noel's favorite products of 2020. I love Emily. I love her values, her family values. I love her honesty, her ability to describe the colors and tones of makeup so accurately. I just think she is a phenomenal YouTuber and a wonderful person. So I'm very excited to try some of her favorites today. So if you'd like to see what made her favorites list and see if I agree, then just keep watching. Alright, bangs are clipped back. Let's start off with foundations. I have some of the same favorite foundations as she does. The Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation. This definitely made my favorites list for this year. Love it. She also really likes the Maybelline Dream Urban Cover Full Coverage Sunscreen. I also really like this one. But the one that I probably haven't tried recently is the IT Cosmetics CC Cream. I think this has been a winner of hers for several years now. And it is a very good product. But since I haven't used it for a while, I figured we'd try it again, see if my opinion has changed. I love the scent of this. I don't know what it is. Lemongrass, citrus. I still like this one. This is definitely like a summer go-to along with this one because of the sunscreen. So I agree so far. Moving on to product number 2. Her favorite one, and she specified, is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. It's the white lid one, not the black lid one. I didn't really notice a difference between the white and black lid one when I tested them, but we'll try them again. I do have a slightly deeper color. I feel like this one was too pale for me. I have the shade Medium Peach and Fair Warm. That has quite a bit more coverage than I remember. Okay. That concealer is nicer than I remember it being. That's one of the reasons why I like doing these videos. You kind of discover things that you might have not liked the first time, but after revisiting it, it turns out you do like it. Okay, next up is powder. She had 2. She really likes the Hourglass Ambient Ethereal Light Powder for under the eyes. It's this white one with just like a very slight hint of sheen. She said that it really like brightens the under eye area. And then for her all over setting powder, she really likes the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. It's been probably a year since I've tried this. Let's start with the under eyes. I don't really notice any like glowy sheen there, but it looks nice. On film, it looks really nice though. It does look kind of like it's been brightened and smooth. You can't really see my under eye bags at all. She might be onto something with this one. I might need to invest in a full-size product. Maybelline Loose Fit Me Powder. This is gonna make a giant mess, so I'm gonna use my little Tati sponge here. If you hear a really loud crow, there's a crow outside my window that keeps making noise. I don't know why, it's winter. That powder did a really nice job of smoothing and filling everything in. It didn't change the color of my makeup, which I appreciate. So far, Emily is not leading me astray. So far, we're 3 for 3. Okay, for bronzers, she had like an Ulta bronzer that I'd never tried, an Hourglass bronzer, which I didn't have. So I'm gonna hop off, apply my favorite bronzer, and be back to you. Keep going with Emily's favorites. Actually, scratch that. I remember in a video this year that where she tried new CoverGirl products that she really liked this CoverGirl bronzer when she tried it. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply the CoverGirl True Blend So Flushed High Pigment Bronzer. It has like a nice glow to it, and I remember that she liked this. It wasn't in her Emily Awards video, but I do remember that she was a fan, so I think it's safe to use this one. Okay, face is bronzed. Now let's talk about her favorite blushes. She mentioned that she really likes the CoverGirl Cheekers. I have tried a few of these and I don't remember being impressed with them. So she liked the like warm ambery tones, and the only ones that I have in my possession are Flushed, which is like a pale pink, and Peach Gilt, which is like a peachy pink with like a hint of sheen to it. So I guess we'll try this one today. I don't think this is going to be one of my favorites, but Emily loves it, so I'm going to give it a try. There's something about these blushes that takes me back to like middle school. I feel like these were the only blushes around back then that I would use. I mean, it's applying color just fine. It's not blowing me away. It's a nice color for like that light flushed look. So it's fine. It's nothing to write home about in my opinion, but it's an affordable blush. Next, let's move on to brows. I feel like Emily had a lot of Maybelline favorites this year. For good reason. They're making some really good products this year, or last year I should say. She loves the Maybelline Tattoo Studio Brow Pomade. I also went through a phase where I loved using this. I have this shade 370 Light Blonde and 372 Blonde. So I'll just go with the darker one because my hair is a little darker now that it is no longer summer. So fast and easy. Done. Now I would normally go through with like a brow mascara, but this works. I don't recall seeing any highlights that she loved that I also had, so let's move on to lips. She mentioned loving this one from Maybelline. Again, another Maybelline product. These are the Superstay ink crayons, and this one is in the shade Lead the Way. She listed a few that she really liked, and this is one of them, and I have to agree with her. I really like this line of lip products. These glide on smoothly, easily. I feel like there's no liner needed, there's no tugging, they are comfortable, they're long lasting. So I also really like this product. I feel like Emily and I would get along really well. We're both moms of 3, we both are makeup obsessed, we both love Jesus. We have a lot of the same opinions on products. The next lip product that she likes, I also enjoy, and they're L'Oreal Color Riche Shine lipsticks. I think these are beautiful. I feel like I use the shade Glossy Fawn over just about any lip product that I want a little bit of shine to. Just adds like this beautiful glossiness to the skin. It adds this beautiful glossiness to the lips without being overpowering. It's super comfortable. It's like a very, very light fragrance, but it's not their typical like floral perfumey fragrance. I don't mind this at all. So again, another good one. For eyes, she mentioned loving the Viseart Edit palettes. Now, I don't know if it's specifically the Edit palettes or the Viseart shadows, but I have a few of the Viseart palettes and I really like these. These are the professional palettes, the 12-pan ones. I think these are really good. I don't have any of the edits to show you, but I believe they're the little ones that like have the cardboard overhang envelope opening. She also said she really likes the Pro Fusion palettes, and the only one I had in my collections were the Royals palette, but also I agree, these are really, really good shadows for a fraction of the price. So we have high-end great shadows, affordable great shadows. I agree with her on both of them, but I think I'm gonna leave the eyes bare because I want to revisit an old favorite of mine and a favorite of Emily's. So she said she loves the Essence Volume Booster Lash Primer. I feel like I tried this one in 2019. I don't remember loving it, but I have a fresh tube of it here. And one of her favorite mascaras was the IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara, which was a ride or die favorite of mine a few years back. So I figured we would try these today, see if this is still a favorite, see if my mind has changed on this one. So let's give it a try. She also liked the L'Oreal Lash Paradise Mascara, which I've tried a million times and it's been in a million of my videos, so I'll save this one for later. Oh, and before I do mascara, her favorite setting spray was the Urban Decay All Nighter, and I just recently tried this one for the first time, I feel like in the last month or so, and it is pretty good. What I'll do for the mascara and the primer is I will apply both to one eye and just the mascara to another to see how they compare. Now this is usually my weaker eye as far as lashes go, so I feel like this one could use the boost. Okay, it is a white primer as most of them are these days, although the Milani purple one is pretty good. And there's like a gray one that I saw somewhere. I don't know what brand it was, but I am curious to try that one as well. If anyone knows what the gray lash primer is that came out recently, please let me know down below so I can find it. Okay, so this eye I have fully coated with primer. We are going to let it dry. So while this one dries, let's start on the other eye. Why did I ever stop using this mascara? It's amazing. All right, guys, here's 2 coats, top and bottom. It's quite impressive. Now let's try it on the side with the lash primer. That is now fully dry. Okay, I would say that 1 coat of the primer and mascara equals 2 coats of just the mascara. I think that the primer helped a lot more on the lower lashes to kind of identify the lower lashes for one, define them, and then it also helped them to kind of stick together to look a little bit more full. They're a little thinner on this side, so I definitely think the primer helped for the lower lash line. But let's try the 2nd coat of mascara since we did 2 coats on this side to compare. Okay, of the 2 sides, I definitely see added thickness and volume on the side with the primer. So I would have to say it does work. So let me give you a close-up real quick. So I definitely see a difference. It's a lot thicker. It's a lot fuller. I don't think it did anything for length, but I definitely think it helped for volume, and that's what this is. It's a volume booster. So I would have to say that yes, Emily Noel was right again. Okay, so now that I've had a chance to try all of Emily Noel's favorites, well, not all of them, a handful of them. There were many other products that she loved that I didn't have on hand, and I wasn't about to go out and purchase all of them. I've already purchased way too much makeup because YouTubers have suggested it. So all in all, I would say that I agree with all of the products, with the exception of the CoverGirl Cheekers blush. It's fine. Like, it applied the color, but I'm not wowed, and perhaps it's just a color thing. So perhaps in the future I can try a different shade. Maybe it's just the shade that I'm not loving. This is kind of like more powdery than I'm used to. All in all, I would say that I agree with Emily Noel's favorites, at least the ones that I have tried. I think that she did a really good job picking out some fantastic products for the year. Hope you guys enjoyed seeing me try them on and hearing my thoughts as well on these products. If you enjoyed this video, remember to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to head on over and subscribe to Emily Noel's channel if you haven't already. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And as always, I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.